Ladies and gentlemen, my name's StrifeTech and I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. Will it be worth your time? On trial today, Akatori, Chapter 1 demo. Made by indie developer Codewakers, whose only other title is Jet Lancer. Akatori is a 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania game with a bit of 3D flair. Now, the game's not yet released. It releases in just a couple days here on the 19th. Hype Train Digital, the indie publishers for the title, reached out to me with an opportunity to play this a little bit early, and I'm glad I did. This game has got a lot of good things going for it. Let's talk about it a bit. You are Mako. Raised as a sort of monk in the Firebird Temple, you were sent on an escort quest to bring some government officials to the energy plant, and said plant happens to be on a different plane of existence. And as you probably could have guessed, everything goes wrong. The government people get turned into some sort of zombie-like creatures. You meet a mystical bird that you have to help escape, who's also your staff. It's a very typical and predictable story, but that's not a bad thing. I enjoyed how it was presented. Hopefully in the full game we'll get some good twists and some story threads to pull on. I love a good Metroidvania game, and there are a lot out there to play. Blasphemous, Hollow Knight, Ori, Guacamelee, and many more. All of these are excellent examples and they have one thing in common: a solid combat system. Usually basic at first, it evolves into an intricate dance as you find new upgrades. And so far, Akatori seems to have this. You start off with nothing more than a 3-hit fist combo, but quickly unlock things like a dodge and an air kick to juggle enemies. Then you'll find a long jump and a dash, and all of this starts to come together so nicely. But the game-changing upgrade is the staff you get. Not only is it a weapon, but it's used in traversal. As a weapon, it deals a good amount of damage, but also has a charge attack to break shields and walls. But then if you throw it against a wall, it's now a springboard letting you jump up to higher locations. This opened up the map drastically, and I got really excited about the potential of this. You add in the dash, the long jump, the air juggling, and you're going to have some awesome combat and some great platforming. I imagine it's not going to stop here either. I could see a potential of a double jump and other traversal moves. The demo ended with a samurai boss fight that gave me flashbacks to some of my favorite fights from Hollow Knight and Guacamelee, and as I got to the thank you for playing screen, I was sad it ended. Now, as you can see, this is a 2D pixel game, sort of set in a 3D world. I've heard this be called 2.5D, but that really doesn't fit. Movement is only on the X and Y axis. There is no Z, other than going through a door maybe, but that's just used to change location. But either way, the graphics look great. I love the aesthetic and the effects that are used. We sadly only got to explore only one biome, but the Steam page promises 10 total, so I'm really excited to see what those are going to look like. The soundtrack here does its job. It doesn't distract you and it keeps you engaged and enjoying the game. There were a few memorable moments. For example, the music would change as your chaos meter was increased or decreased. But besides that, it went largely unnoticed, and that's fine. The music doesn't need to be memorable. As I sit here, I can't really remember any music from my favorite Metroidvania games. I know they had some and it was good, but as I mentioned before, it's the combat that you really remember. So, will it be worth your time? I think it will be. There's a whole lot of potential here for this to be one of the greats, and I am extremely excited to play it as it releases. And you get to try it for yourself for free in just a couple of days. April 19th. Mark your calendars, go play it, then come back here and tell me in the comments if you thought I was right or not. My name is StrifeTech, and thank you for watching. If you made it this far, obviously the video is worth your time, so please drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.